Fried chicken sandwich. Fried buffalo. Fried chicken buffalo. Buffalo fried. Chicken sandwich, buffalo sauce. Fried. I don't know. Very easy to make. So, buffalo sauce of choice for me is Frank's Red Hot. All we're going to do with this is loosen it up with a couple of knobs of butter and then toss the chicken in. Buns, sesame. Instacart people, come on. I didn't order these, but these are what I've got. Can't go into the shops, so got to deal with what we have. They're still brioche though, and I just wanted the plain brioche, but yeah. Toast up those. Shredded lettuce, we want the cool lettuce. A couple of cloves of garlic that I'm going to crush into some mayonnaise. I could make a spicy mayo, great, but the spice is going to come from the buffalo, so I want the mayo and the lettuce to be the cool kind of flavors in there, and obviously some pickles to slice up as well. And that's it. Our chicken has been in here overnight, so we need to go over to yesterday, Ollie, to show you how to do that. Okay, so it's the night before, and I've got chicken thighs, boneless, skinless. It's the only cut of meat to use for fried chicken. And some buttermilk, some paprika, salt and pepper, and that's it. Nothing fancy. Chicken in, buttermilk. This amount of chicken, I'm going to use 3 tablespoons paprika. Make sure you open them up, all these thighs, if they are all rounded together, just so they're all covered in the buttermilk. That's it. So it's just completely covered. We'll cover this over with tin foil, put it in the fridge, do it for at least 2 hours. I'm doing mine overnight, so if you can do it overnight, do it then, but at least 2. Simple marinade, that, and 2-3 ingredients, pop it in overnight. Easy, makes the chicken miles better, trust me. The only other thing I've got is a baking tray that's full of flour. I'm going to put in some salt, a little bit of paprika, a little bit of garlic powder, mix that all in, and that is our coating for our fried chicken. Let's just do it. Okay, so we're going to start off by making the garlic mayo. Just getting a couple of cloves of garlic, crush them in to a small bowl. Then we're going to add a couple of tablespoons of mayonnaise and just mix that in till all well incorporated. Next, get your tray of flour and generously salt and pepper it. We're also going to sprinkle in some garlic powder and some paprika. You don't really need to be exact, just a good amount. And then just whisk it until it's all combined. Next is probably the most important step. We're going to get our buttermilk chicken mixture, and we're going to take some spoonfuls of the buttermilk and we're going to drizzle them into our flour mixture. What this is going to do is it's going to create little clumps of flour and buttermilk mixture that are going to stick to the chicken and create all those little knobbly bits that you see on fried chicken that are really crispy. Next, grab a chicken thigh out of your bowl and place it in the flour. Grab a load of flour and throw it on top, and then you want to push down quite hard, quite vigorously. You want to push all that flour into all the nooks and crannies of the chicken breast, make sure it's completely covered everywhere. Once that's done, pick it up, knock off the excess, and then we're going to rinse and repeat with all the thighs that we have, putting them onto a plate or a baking tray, whatever you have handy. Next, we're going to get our oil into quite a deep pan. You want about 3 or 4 inches of oil. I'm going to get this oil temperature to about 170 degrees centigrade. You can see I've got my meat thermometer in the back. I was just using that to keep an eye on the temperature throughout. Carefully lower in 1 chicken thigh at a time. 2 if you have a bigger pan, just don't overcrowd and cool down the oil too much. Make sure you're placing it in away from you. You don't want that to splash up at you and burn you. We're going to fry these for about 8 to 10 minutes until really crispy and golden like this. Take it out and place it onto a paper towel. Again, rinse and repeat with all your chicken. Next, we've got a pan with about half a cup of the Frank's buffalo sauce and 2 small little slithers of butter. We're going to let that butter completely melt. We're going to place in our chicken into our little buffalo buttery bath. Use a spoon and just baste that chicken in that buffalo sauce. Flip and just keep basting. Once that's been in the sauce for a couple of minutes, take it off the heat and then we're going to build the burger. You can build it any way you like, but I start off with a bit of the garlic mayo on both sides of the bun. Then I put the pickles on the bottom of the bun. It's just easier for them to stay in place. I also find slicing it like this has more coverage. You can slice them horizontally if you like. Then I go with some of the lettuce. And then straight from the pan, we go with our fried chicken thigh. Obviously finish with the top of the bun. And that's it. Nice and simple. Delicious. Right. That cross section. Now, I can guarantee it's delicious, but I'm not going to specifically eat this one because I burnt my other buns, literally all 3 of them. There's a plate of burnt buns over there. My fire alarm went off twice, and when I cook, I normally cook for my roommate as well, so he gets that, and I'll figure something out. But super easy to make. Again, takes a bit longer this time, but definitely worth the effort in my opinion. Even though you haven't seen me eat it, I have eaten this before. It's not the first time I've made it. So if you like this, give it a like, give it a subscribe. Well, my hat's off. And see you on the next one. Yo, Jimbo!